I made it drizzle at a restaurant again.
What does that mean?
You know, some people make it rain.
Yeah.
So I was at
Take five.
IHOP getting my daughter's car inspected, you know, while it was carrying out. And I didn't like pay attention to the waitress very much. I was listening to an audiobook, 11/22/63. And I ordered my food and just was whatever in my own world. Okay. I noticed she was cute, but like not especially, right? When I checked out and she was like ringing me up at IHOP, you don't pay at the table. Her manager gives me one of this like, and her manager's revolting, right? Big old, like he's fat, but it's all in the belly, and just like some man titties, maybe in a
Norm from Cheers,
in a size 54 belly, you know, just but small shouldered and just yeah,
a real bear, a real dominant kind of man,
porn stash on him, and very little hair left.
It's winning me back.
So anyway, he says to me, "Hey, not only did we serve you nice food, but we got you something to look at." And that's when I noticed her. Right, she was cute, but she had like a top 2% body on her. You know, big boobs and tight package and the whole thing. And she makes eye contact with me and goes, "I'm sorry," because like it was just inappropriate. It wasn't a fit. It's just it wasn't where it was supposed to be. So because we had that like momentary connection on my whatever $11 meal, I paid $25 for it again.
Where's this IHOP?
Made it drizzle. Nightdale.
Well, as soon as I get permission from my probation officer, head on over there. That sounds like a good time.
She struck me as kind of cool. And like I said, like top 2% in terms of just.
Did she strike you as someone who drinks from a glass that has been unattended for a while?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's my kind of gal.
Let's get to the pertinent questions here.
Yeah, I see where you're headed with that, and see how it goes.
So you were witness to actual workplace sexual harassment. It sounds like that sounded inappropriate. I don't like that. I like all my sexual harassment to be fictional and hypothetical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's going to be sexual harassment in a restaurant, I want to be the one doing it. Call me old-fashioned.
I like to be the aggressor or offender, as the lawyers so eloquently put it.
I got fired from a restaurant job for employee-on-employee, male-on-male sexual harassment because we worked in a kitchen.
Did you beat him off in the mailroom?
No, we worked in a kitchen where a bunch of the chefs were real bros. They do things. They bring me a fresh octopus that just got caught out of the San Francisco Bay. They pull the beak out and just demand I start fingering it. I tried to fist a gooseneck once, just depraved sexual shit we do. And they hired this new kid. He had a really hip, trim beard. He was very San Francisco, and I didn't really feel him out. And I told him one day, I was like, I think it was his third shift. I was like, "Hey, dude, bring in those 12-inch plates and put them over there on the pile for garde-manger to make salads on, or I will suck your fucking dick." And I just walked away after I said that. And I guess he just immediately walked over to a manager, reported the incident, and I was fired within a week after that. And I'd been there for like 11 months.
What took him a week?
Terrible.
Like, were they to decision making?
I think they just. I mean, there have been multiple claims of sexual harassment against me, not just the "I'm going to suck your dick if you don't move the 12-inch plates."
Dude, telling someone that if they don't do something, you'll suck their dick is hilarious.
Yes.
I agree. I thought it was funny. That's why I said it. I wasn't actually going to suck the guy's cock, no matter if he moved the plates.
No, of course not. Well, what a fucking bitch that guy is.
Fuck that guy. Yeah.
That guy sucks. I hope he still has a shitty beard and people are telling him they're going to suck his dick all the time.
Every job he goes to, he can't escape the cocksucking threats.
Was he gay, you think?
Yeah.
Like, do you think he was sensitive to it?
Yeah, he might have been. It's weird. In San Francisco, even if a guy maintains he's straight, he's one drink and one private encounter with a guy away from blowing or getting fucked by a dude. so many guys we were positive were straight. They were on a sports team in college, would just be making out with other dudes at a house party or at a bar when we turned away from.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
this
that's
is San
crazy.
Francisco,
Yeah.
you said.
I was going the same place,
areas?
like all of
Yeah.
San Francisco. Yeah, we have the same joke.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, I
that's
lived there
terrible.
for 2
What's
years.
the name of the restaurant? Well, it was a Qdoba.
Yeah, it's closed down now. Maybe the sexual threats persisted after I left, and that's why. I don't know.
That's enough evidence that you weren't the one, propositioning him the most, if anything. You were just one cog in the machine of sexual harassment.
Absolutely. They made me the scapegoat. I'm still upset.
Scapegoat. Just
It's not
just
harassment.
Just like
It's
the
encouragement,
Nazis
if
did.
anything, right?
I did all kinds of shit. I went up to another guy, a buddy of ours came into the restaurant, and when we would drop food, it was such a nice place, we had to spiel it. We had to tell them about the potatoes, how they were prepared, where the bird came from, the fish was caught. So I told one guy as a joke, in a really loud voice, though, accidentally, that what I was serving him was seagull. Again, he was my buddy, and we'd caught it on the roof with a net, and the entire kitchen staff... And the entire kitchen staff had humiliated and sexually assaulted the seagull before we took its life. And I said that loud enough for an old couple to hear it, and that got back to the manager too. So again, I'm gonna suck your dick if you don't move the plates was just a one thing. And
that was strike 3. But we've been playing ball for a while.
Yeah, the suck your dick
You
thing.
someone who's been fired more than once. Do you have any other great firing stories? Or having to quit stories?
I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but once I graduated college, I always knew I wanted to be a writer or a comedian, and I had sort of this snobby attitude that I was too good for whatever menial job I was in. So that was my one true firing, but I would just quit jobs in the drop of a hat. For something as stupid as like, my friends are going to Vegas for Memorial Day, I'm scheduled, I'm going to quit and go find a new job. I was just basically a piece of shit in my mid-20s.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you ever quit jobs like that, Taylor? I guess
No.
not. No, I used to, but it
done
wasn't
before.
that. It was like, I don't know. I'd make 32 grand and get like a 34 grand offer. Like, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go work here instead.
Yeah. I can't get over telling a guy to stack plates or you suck his dick. That's so funny.
Yeah,
That's great.
that's gay chicken.
It's kind of a...
It's not harassment. That's like, you just go together. Like, all right, I've stacked the plates now, or I've not stacked the plates. Let's see where this goes.
It's
That's
not a
just
bad
boys
offer.
being boys.
It's a win-win, dude. You either stack the plates, you do your job, and you collect your paycheck, or you get blown. I don't know
What would you have done if you hadn't stacked the plates, or did it incompetently? Put them upside down.
Just
That's
furiously
fucking
pulling at
difficult.
his pants. Get over here.
It's just locker room talk.
This is just locker room talk. It's all jokes. I once told one of my financial managers, I said, you make 5% on this investment or I'm going to suck your cock. Guess what? 7% that year.